Prices are going down in the One Piece card game. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Right here on the One Piece card game's Twitter account, you can see that they had reprints set for the end of April to come out. And I think these reprints are what's pushing the prices down. At my local game stores, I was able to pick up a few boxes of Paramount War this week. So there definitely is some stock back in store for people to go ahead and go get. We can see that prices on TCG are already bottoming out to $140 right now when they were about $200 just a couple weeks ago. So not only are the cards prices being affected, but the booster boxes are too. If we take a look at the rarest cards from the set, starting with Manga Ace, we can see that even the rarest cards are being affected. Manga Ace was as much as $900 plus $930 here on March 27th. It's now $879. It's not the biggest price drop in the world, but it's just to show that all of these cards' prices are going down. If we go over and look at Kinemon, this is one of the best decks in the meta. It was about, we'll see, $147, got up to $150. It's now currently $93. I think all these prices are going down, down, down. And I don't think they have too much further to fall. Maybe a little bit, but this might be the cheapest we get a chance to get some of these cards. I've always been a believer that yes, cards get expensive because of their play in the meta, but I also think cards get expensive because of the likability of some of the characters printed on the cards. If we look at Sanji's alternate art right now sitting at $67, I think this is a steal. Sanji is iconic. If we pop over to Whitebeard, we can even see that Whitebeard was about $212 at its peak, and it's currently sitting at $140. This card has the added potential that it is meta relevant, so it's played in some of the best decks. But beyond that, people love Whitebeard. He's a great character in the show. So these prices sitting so low, I don't think are going to last for long. That goes for Sanji too. I make my point by popping over here and looking at Monkey D. Luffy from Romance Dawn. This alternate art card was about $80 for the longest time. It was ridiculous how cheap this card was. I have some shorts that said how undervalued I thought it was, and now it's sitting at $140. So I hope you were able to pick up yours. But the point I'm trying to make is Sanji sitting in a similar spot. Iconic character. Not as much as Luffy, he's the main character. But I think just his likability is going to push him up in the future. May not be today, may not be next week, but I think it's going to come. Same with Whitebeard. I wanted to point out that Zoro is finally under the $200 mark, so that's huge news. I think it's a good time to pick him up if you've been waiting. It's been a while since he's been this cheap, so definitely go ahead and get him if you want him. This card is super playable. He's going to continue to see play in the future. His effect is just so generic. As I've pointed out before, he's hard to get. He's a leader card, so you get about 4 leaders in every case, which is 12 boxes. Plus, he's super likable like Luffy, so his price is going to go nowhere soon. If it does, it's not going to drop that much, in my opinion. Next, I wanted to peek in and take a look at the manga Shanks from Romance Dawn. I brought up Shanks because I just wanted us to remember this card when it dropped so low in December. It was about $500, $600, now sitting at $900. When stock was available, this card went down, down, down. Now stock is nowhere to be found, and the price went up, up, up. I think the same thing's going to happen for Manga Ace. I just wanted us all to have a little blast from the past and remember that. Next up, we got Yamato. I think this card's undervalued. It's a secret rare that doesn't seem to mean much to people in this One Piece card game. Nobody talks about the fact that these cards are secret rares. And not only that, but it's an alternate art. And it's using Kinemon. I can't believe its price is $75. That's the cheapest I've seen it in a while. We've seen it get up to as much as $113, $117 here. Great price point. If secret rares do tend to matter in the future, I think this is going to be a nice price that we look back and be like, yes, glad we got it here. That brings me to my next point, that I think a lot of people in this game right now are super focused on playability. My point being is that Queen is $13.50. You can't play any purple decks without having this Queen card. It's a common card and it's $13.50. If we look over at Uta, Another secret rare from Paramount War, my point exactly. $18, and it's an alternate art, and it costs you almost just as much as Queen. That is crazy. If we ever look back in this card game and collectability matters to anybody, we're going to see cards like Uta and be like, why did we not pick that up? Next up, we have Treasure Cup Ace. I just want to show a few other cards that I thought were being just completely disrespected as far as how collectible they are. Treasure Cup Ace is down at $30. That's nuts to me, not everyone. Then we have Sengoku, $19. Another Treasure Cup card, very hard to find. Had to attend the event to get these cards, which was very hard to do in the first place. Then we have the pre-release structure decks at an all-time low of $594. They've just continued to go down. Again, this is just repeating my point that I just don't see our One Piece following, our fan club, whatever it may be, being too interested in collectability right now. So if you are, I think it's a great time to get some of these collectible pieces. I think they'll go up in the future. The show's been going on forever. It's got a loyal fan base. So if we ever turn around and we're just like, wow, we need to collect some of these cards that were pivotal pieces from the past, I think these are going to be some of the first to go. Next up, we have Kuzan, an undervalued card if I've ever seen one. Paramount War is the first set to have black cards. So Kuzan's first appearance is going to be in this set. And this is his alternate art sitting at $58. If we jump on over here and look at his non-alternate art card, we can see that it's $40. That's only a $17 price difference. There's only one alternate art card per booster box. This is nuts to me that it's only a $17 difference, but let the cards fall as they may. Just my opinion, I'm definitely picking up some alternate art cards, absolutely. Some of these promo cards from the online regional I don't think are worth picking up anytime soon. As I said, no one seems to like these collectible cards. If we look at one of the more collectible cards from the Treasure Cup, you had to be like 4th or 8th place to get this card. It's currently $3,000. Another one of my previous shorts showed the top 5 expensive cards at the time. It might have been like March when I posted it. This card was at $3,200. It's already dropped $200. Just to prove the point that all of these promotional cards just tend to go down in time. None of them have really turned around and skyrocketed up since their release. Just something to keep an eye on and to think about. Last but not least, we have Marshall D. Teach. If you are going to pick up a promo card, I think this one is kind of cool. It's used in the Don Flamingo decks. It definitely has meta relevance in the future. Some people play it at 0, some people play it up to 3, but its effect is really nice and it's paired really well with Don Flamingo. I've seen a lot of videos showing that Don Flamingo makes a comeback in OPO4, so look out for that. And this card's a long way away from being used in that meta, but we always want to get things sooner rather than later. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next one, have a nice day.